Afternoon. It's Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their digestive issues, their bloating, their IBS, heartburn, digestive pain, etc., etc., and also any of those issues related to gut health, such as hormone health, and so on. And I do this with state-of-the-art testing and diet and supplementary upgrades to really help to bring things back into balance for you and get you feeling really good, and as you should do again. So today I was going to do a quick rundown about alcohol. So if you're someone who does suffer with your gut, how is alcohol actually going to affect you? Is it something you need to avoid? So hopefully we'll all be being able to get out a bit more this year and socialize, go on holiday, etc., whatever it is you like doing. And by and large, that's often accompanied by one or two drinks in the evening. But is this actually the kiss of death for your gut, and what is actually going on in there? Well, basically, with alcohol, most people will be absolutely fine having a couple of drinks every week, and nobody is suggesting at all that that's going to be the end of the world for you. Obviously, if you're someone who really doesn't tolerate alcohol very well, then you probably know that, and you know that you need to avoid it. Otherwise, the consequences could be disastrous. But most people, generally speaking, a couple of drinks is fine. The problem with alcohol is that it's a habit that can creep up very, very slowly. So slowly you may not notice it becoming a bit habitual. You can learn to rely on it. It can become a crutch, etc. It will creep up very slowly without you noticing. And really, scientifically wise, the jury is still out on, whether or not having the odd drink now and again is really going to be beneficial in any way. Some people say yes, some people say no. Anyway, we'll have to just kind of go along with that. So if you do want to have a drink, say you want to get in after work and you want to just unwind with a nice glass of wine or something, how is that actually going to affect you? Well, firstly, however small an amount of alcohol you drink, then your sleep will definitely be affected. You just generally sleep less well after you've been drinking alcohol in any amount. You have to bear in mind that while you're drinking alcoholic drinks, you're not drinking hydrating drinks. So you're not having your water or your herbal teas or whatever, nice hydrating things. And you're going to be instead having alcoholic drinks, which are very, very dehydrating. And that dehydration on its own is going to make you feel a little bit ropey the next day. So if you're feeling a bit ropey the next day, you're probably going to be skimping on your exercise. You're going to be not eating properly. You'll probably be craving more sugary foods, etc. And your mood will probably take a nosedive. So you won't feel particularly fantastic anyway, with all those things considered. So if you do then start to, you tend to get very imbalanced blood sugar the day after you've been drinking alcohol. So this can result in energy plunges and sugar cravings, carb cravings, etc. So you end up eating a lot of food you probably wouldn't normally eat. And if you're doing that regularly, then weight gain is going to be inevitable, and this can put extra damage on the liver, extra pressure on the liver, which is already under pressure from drinking the alcohol. So your liver's got to process all that. I did a video and a blog last week or the week before, I think, about liver health. So do check that out if you're interested in that. So what about the gut then? How does alcohol actually directly affect your gut? So really, drinking alcohol can affect the very delicate tissues which line your digestive tract. And this can then affect the way you absorb nutrients as well. So if you have one too many drinks, that's going to lead to gassiness, bloating, often a feeling of fullness in the abdomen, etc. If you're drinking frequently and quite heavily, then stomach ulcers can become an issue for you as well. If you are drinking a bit more heavily and it's been going on for a very long time, then pancreatitis can be a problem. Pancreatitis is potentially quite serious. It causes a lot of inflammation in the pancreas, a lot of pain, nausea, etc. And that is quite a serious condition that you will need to avoid. So quite often as well, so if you've got, particularly if you've got a sensitive gut, so if you're someone who has IBS or Crohn's or IBD or anything, and even people who don't suffer from those things probably notice that even a tiny bit of alcohol can cause you to have diarrhea. So what's that all about then? Well, that is basically because your gut generally is using this nice peristaltic action to squeeze all the gut contents through your digestive system nicely, and making sure everything's absorbed nicely, etc. When you drink alcohol, that action gets speeded up significantly, so your gut doesn't have time to absorb all the moisture going through it properly. So hence why you end up with this diarrhea going on. On the other hand, though, if you drink too much alcohol, you can end up with constipation. You can end up with hemorrhoids as well as a result of that, if it's a regular thing. So yes, as I say, if you've got a sensitive gut already, if you've got a gut condition going on, alcohol unfortunately is probably going to make things a bit worse for you. Ditto if you're someone who isn't getting a lot of sleep, then alcohol can make your gut condition worse, because your gut needs to be resting as well. And if it doesn't get the rest it needs, it does start to get a little bit cranky, and alcohol can make that worse. So if you're a shift worker, small children, etc., or just stressed anyway, all these things can make your gut not feel particularly happy. So I hope that helps you. If you would like to speak to me, I should pop a link to my diary in the comments so you can book in for a free call. I have got a free program as well you might like to sign up for, called Learn to Heal Your Gut. I'll pop a link to that in the comments as well. And hope you find them useful, and I shall look forward to seeing you in there. Okay, bye-bye.